What is going on, everyone? We're back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about this 2024 Chicago White Sox team because everything is really bad. And when I'm recording this video, they did just break their 21 loss streak, which is honestly probably good for everyone, to be honest. But this team is just insanely bad. I don't even have to talk about it. They're pretty much last in every single stat possible. If you look at some of the players on this team, I mean, the stats are just not great across the board for individual players either. It's not like a bad team like the Rockies, where at least you have some talent over there. You've got some guys that are performing well, even though the team is not great. Or even a team like the A's, you could say, where they have some young hitters where it's actually exciting to watch. This team really doesn't have that many good players on it. Let's be honest, the only guys they didn't get rid of at the deadline was Crochet and Luis Robert, and even then they're really not having the best of seasons. So for the White Sox, this has got to be rock bottom in quite a long time. I mean, at the end of this season, they're probably going to lose over 120 games, probably going to be worse than that 92 Mets team. I'm pretty sure lost like 120 games and had like 40 wins or something like that. So it's going to be really bad for this team moving forward, and I don't even know where they even go from here. Like, you really can't get any worse. We know their farm system isn't the best. If we look at all the teams in general, it's really not the top farm system in the league. Also, no one really wants to play for this team right now. Let's just be honest. Like, you're really not going to get any free agent talent unless they literally have no other option to go to, unless it's your team. I think with a lot of guys they signed, you can kind of see that. Another factor, this team also just not being really good right now is their stadium situation, which isn't too bad right now, but it's definitely going to be cause of concern in the future. I mean, their lease is up in 29 or 30, I'm pretty sure. So they still have about, 6 years in that stadium before they have to renew the lease or build a new one. And we've seen the renderings of that new stadium, in downtown Chicago, right next to the river over there. Looked really nice when they initially put those renderings out, but we know that's going to cost $1.5 billion is what we heard, which is insane. So with all these negatives, we've also heard the relocation watch thing. We heard it in December when they were talking to the guys in Nashville. What was the situation about that? We still really don't know many details about those conversations. So with the White Sox being so terrible in literally every facet of everything, where do they even go from here? And even if we look back at what I said about this squad in the offseason, it wasn't pretty either. I pretty much said that they were not going to be good unless they actually prove themselves, which hasn't happened all season long. But yeah, looking at the Chicago White Sox, it's just a horrible situation right now. I mean, when nothing is going well for this team, like literally nothing is going well, the only thing I would say is, like, I guess you could say attendance is going well for them, but even then it's not really the best in the league. If we take a look at attendance as it stands right now, you get the Oakland A's and Marlins, who are still worse than the White Sox, and then you have them. So, they're still the third worst in the league. It's really not good. We know the Oakland situation, so not really surprised by that. The Marlins just don't draw, fans at all because they suck too. Even when they're good, they still don't draw fans in Miami, so not surprising. But for the White Sox, it's hard because you're in a major city like Chicago, and you have the team just, up the road from you that's still a top 7, top 6 attendance in baseball right now. So it's hard to see that when you look at this team fully and just like see how many people like are not showing up to their games instead of theirs. It is kind of hard for that. And I know with the Cubs, they have the historic stadium and things like that, but the team is also just not good. Like, yeah, they may be in a fight for that wild card, but really not gonna happen. And the thing is, if we look at their payroll too, this is another big thing I want to talk about. They're spending $130 million this season right now, but we could look at a lot of teams that are spending a lot less and playing way better than they are. Even if you take a look at a team like the Pittsburgh Pirates or the Cleveland Guardians, the Pirates are spending 85 mil, Cleveland's spending 94, and they're the best team in baseball. So if that doesn't tell you something, you know what I'm saying, it probably should. We got teams like the Brewers at 115, the Orioles at 117, even the Royals at 122 that are all playing better. So when you look at it like that, it's not optimal. Yeah, I think the big question everyone has, we know the White Sox are going to be probably the worst team ever, looking at just the way they're trending in the sport right now. Probably be worse than the 62 Mets. I don't even know where they move forward after this because, we're still spending a lot of money. The team's not winning. The stadium's, not the best. Attendance is not good. Like, there's just a lot of factors that are just not good for them, and it's going to be a while until they get back up to that winning potential. We obviously seen the gaps, right, from that 2005 season since they last made the playoffs. Then it was 2020, so it was like 15-year gap since they last made that postseason run. So it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a long time, I think, until we see this team back in a good spot or postseason spot. They probably got a better shot to get a new stadium removed before they honestly win again. Yeah, I mean, the White Sox are just not it this year. I mean, there's nothing really else to say on this team. Pack it up and good luck next season is all I gotta say for this squad moving forward. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Where do we really see this team moving forward? Like, is there an option for them to even move forward? I don't even know at this point. But let me know you guys your thoughts on this situation down below in the comment section. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.